My name is Dudu and I was born and raised in Zimbabwe. And the south of Zimbabwe is a small town called Bulawayo. And Bulawayo has the Matebele speaking people. So I grew up there and I went to school. And from very young, I used to really love to sing and to be in plays and so on. But when I turned 16, I started to perform professionally. The first time I was on stage, I got paid $21, our local currency, and that was a lot of money back then. And I then realized that, wow, so my gift can actually also be a source of income. And I've not turned back since. And I've been in the music industry for the past 15 years. In 2003, I recorded my first album called Out of the Blue. It's a nine-track CD, and yeah, that was the beginning and the most exciting thing, I think, to happen in my life. Yeah. In 2001, my husband and a keyboard player decided to come up with a trio, and we wanted to find a name that was not so common. And we were asking each other, what's your favorite color? What's your mother's favorite color? And then we found out that we had the color blue in common. And so we decided to call it Color Blue. But after a while, the name Dudu started to grow on its own also separately. And we didn't want Color Blue to just disappear. And now it's called Dudu Manhenga and Color Blue. The music style is really born out of young people who want to do something fresh. We wanted to bring in something different from what was happening in the country. So we grew up listening to a whole lot of different styles. I grew up listening to country music, traditional Ndebele music, and so on. And when the music was coming out, and it was this mix, and we also wanted to keep the music youthful. So when there's an opportunity to mix with a bit of hip hop, we do that. When there's a chance to put some reggae, we also do that. We want to share what's in our hearts, and so those styles of different music help us to come up with a truly African sound, but also a sound that is easy for any ear to listen to. So pipi do papa puwe. So pipi do papa puwe. From the past, there is the late Miriam Makeba. Obviously, I mean, for every young African woman, we grew up looking up to her and thinking, wow, this woman is doing so well. I want to be like that. Internationally, I grew up listening to Whitney Houston, Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, but currently the one woman who really inspires me when I listen to her music is Rachel Ferrell. 9giwe is, I think, a refined version of the journey. And when one listens to all of the albums, I want to believe that you can hear that it's the same musician, but you can also feel a level of growth. 9giwe means I've been embraced. Yes, abracho, I've been embraced, because it's an album that was recorded live back in Bulawayo in my hometown, and with the people that came to watch us perform, there were so many people, and we felt that it felt like a big hug from the people. Performances, every performance is different because there's a different audience, and every performance is scary. Each time before I go on stage, I sometimes feel the butterflies. I always feel the butterflies.